Hello, hi, welcome to Angel Readings with Nikki. Okay, I'm going to do a channeled energy message reading. So anything coming through for this reading, and we invite positivity, angels, ancestors, spirit guides and archangels to assist with this reading, and any positive energies to assist with this reading. I always use Reiki. I always charge Reiki and use Reiki when I'm doing readings, which is a form of protection. And again, it brings positivity to the readings. Anything for this reading. We're doing channeled messages and energy reading. Okay, I'm going to do that as a spread. They seem to like that. If you're new to my channel, this is a very new channel. Hello, welcome. It's great for you to be here. I generally tend to shuffle everything first and then we just get on with the reading. All the cards are ready. And I usually have, well, I nearly always have the camera facing overhead so you can see the shuffling, you can see the cards being selected, and you can see all the cards on the table as they're being laid and where I place them. And again, hello and welcome. It's great to have you here. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 cards from here. And I want 2 from here. I'll put them there for now. That I want to do as a spread. We want 1. This wants to come out. And you. So 3 cards from here, which I'll put to the side. One, 2, and 1 from the middle. Okay. Okay, got wedding. Move these over a second. I've got wedding, family and daydream. And this is a really positive reading. Straight away we've got our foundation. This actually is a wedding taking place. It's not symbolic of anything else. This is actually a wedding taking place, and this card is families coming together. But I feel there's a lot of daydreaming coming along. This is a twofold card. So I feel we've got someone who's I feel like there's a block. It's like heartburn and a physical voice block. I mean, I haven't got a cough or a cold. There's something about this card linked to these two. Now put the smoky quartz on it because it's hidden. That is actually having a clearing effect immediately. Okay, so I feel someone's been daydreaming about how it's going to be, how great it's going to be, and they're not being practical. The practicalities are kind of missing you. I'm going to draw another card for this one because I feel there's something untold there. So we're looking for the daydream card. I need clarification for the daydream card, please. So what we've got is we've got the actual wedding, the family's coming together, we've got the person who's thinking, daydreaming about how it's all going to be great, and it's kind of like, I mean, I think these cards tell it perfectly. Our clarification cards, we've got like, it's a new love, everything's rosy, everything's lovely, you're still in the honeymoon period, and you haven't quite got down to the practicalities of everything, the nitty gritty. And it's just like there's nothing wrong, everything's great, no reason not to go ahead and forward and all the rest of it, but just be aware you need to have, not a business head, because obviously it's your personal relationship, but you need to have a little bit of, in real life, this is going to happen. In real life, there's going to be, you know, we're not always going to see eye to eye. In real life, there might be different points of view. In real life, you know, this might happen, that might happen, this might be said. Everything's not going to be, you know, I've seen like a 12-year-old dressing up, getting married. Everything's not going to be like how a child visualizes marriage. There's going to be, you know, bumps in the road. But that's fine. Don't stress over it. And don't throw it all in the bin because of a bump in the road. Because it's almost like you're coming into this with slightly unrealistic expectations, and actually, I mean, and I feel like members of the families can see it, and actually be a little bit pragmatic. Have this phrase, in real life this happens, in real life that might happen, and don't stress over it, because you're coming into it with a little bit with the rose-coloured glasses on. And I don't mean to be rude when I say that, but that's how you're sort of entering it, like everything's going to be perfect, everything's everything's marvelous. And it's like, I see what, I don't know, in the UK we have this thing, or we did when I was a child, where you put this elastic around your legs, and one person would stand over there and one person would stand over there, and somebody would hopscotch and all the rest of it in the middle. We'd called it jingle jangle, but I know that has a different name around the country, and I don't know all the names. I only know that we called it jingle jangle. And it's sort of like, almost like you could get, you're getting a little bit tripped up, and just focus on, you know, it's like when you imagine marriage as a 12-year-old, you don't think of all the bills. You don't think of all the mortgage payments. You don't think of the council tax. You don't think of the electricity. You don't think of the gas. You don't think of this. You don't think of the broken window pane. And there's going to be little hiccups and bumps in the road. But don't sweat the small stuff. Remember this phrase, in real life. Everything's fine, there's no problem. Just remember, in real life, because at the moment you're in this very romanticized honeymoon phase, and they don't want you to toss the baby out with the water, as it were. When there's like everyday in real life hiccups. So moving on, we've got creative thoughts create positive processes and results. It's time to leave an unhealthy situation, which I think is the daydreaming. And focus on divine and perfect health. Now this is nothing to do with that. These two we can put here close like a bridge, but this is a completely separate reading. This is a completely new energy. And we need to put the crystal quartz on that. So now this is like a tightness of breath, a breathing issue, and I kind of feel like someone needs to maybe, if you're having difficulty with breathing, go to the doctor. Straight up, go to the doctor. No messing about. Go to the doctor. Get it checked out. We need to breathe. So if you're having any tightness of breath, even if you feel like you're having to pause when you're talking, or you have to take a deep breath, get it checked out with your doctor. And you know, don't take a quick 10-minute examination. Oh, everything seems to be fine. Say, no, I'm having trouble with my breathing. Don't be fobbed off on the first, appointment, the first 10 minutes. Stand your ground. So there's a nurse here, and the nurse is saying, don't be fobbed off. Fight your corner, fight your battles, fight for your health, and fight for the treatment. Okay. We've got the dream guide coming through. So this is our dreams are teaching us. So we're picking up communication and inner truths with our dreams. And again, this is now a separate reading. So that was the standalone. These two are linked. So we've got, so when you're having, and again, this is a recurring theme actually. This has been coming up quite a lot, but in case you don't see the other videos, I'm going to go through it all right from the beginning. So some people are having lucid dreams, and some people they're having like terrifying dreams, and the dreams are really quite, I'd say, ferocious. I mean, they're terrifying. They're like nightmares, but they're not quite. It's you, but it's not quite a nightmare. And I'm going to say with the dreams, focus on how you're coping in the dream and how you feel, and what resources are you using when you're dreaming. There's all this disaster happening. What resources are you using? How are you managing? How are you getting out of the situation? What tools do you bring in? How do you feel? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel like you can cope? Do you feel like you're going to fight this and you're not going to be pushed over? And these are all things these are the more important things. So when you're dreaming, it's not so much what's playing out, it's how you feel and how you're coping and how you're managing, and how strong you feel when you're dreaming and as that person going forward. It's not all about the disasters. And you need a dream journal, and you need to be writing everything down and building a bigger picture, a bit like with the cards on the table. You build a bigger picture, and as you're writing your dream journal every single day, you'll start to see a pattern and a bigger picture. And what you're actually going to find is you've got like a teacher, so when I was reading this card, we had a nurse come in, but you've got a teacher coming in trying to help you in your dreams, to give you information and a way forward in life, in real life. And you've got guardian angels and guardians and spirit guides all trying to help you, and they're trying to communicate with you through your dreams. And here we've got the blue communication and inner truth card, which has come out with it. And this is it's the truth. It's all positive communication, even though it doesn't necessarily feel like it. So I would say start a dream journal and look for the communication and the truths that are coming out in your dreams, and you'll start to see the pattern and the bigger picture and the truths. Because a lot of people are spiritually awakening now, and a lot of people are getting information coming through, and it's absolutely mind-boggling for them. Right, now we've got the summer card, which is taking action and intellect and fruition of all the so people have started projects and plans. You've got the fruition of that coming. It's all coming together now. But it's also taking action. So once everything comes together, you've also got to take action. You don't just say, okay, great, that's it, done. There's more to do. There's always more to do. So it's a taking action card, and it's using your intellect card. So using wisdom, knowledge, building on wisdom and knowledge, getting new ideas. And it's like building. It's let's see. I see like you a year ago you didn't know this much. Look at how far you've come, and actually what you need to do is you need to continue doing that. If you've come this far in 1 year, how much further can you go next year and the year after? So keep on. It's like a research. So this project is a research project. Keep reading up, keep looking. Don't feel you've got all the answers yet, because you haven't. Keep going. There's a lot more to learn. There's a lot more to uncover. So this is Breaking Dawn, the Violet Angel. She's Breaking Dawn, and that's a New Beginnings card. And bear with me, I'm just picking up information. Somebody desperately needs the new beginning. So this is, again, a standalone card. Pop it here. Somebody desperately needs a new beginning, and you have to take it. It's not just going to be handed to you on a plate. So you have to consciously, you've already subconsciously done it, but you have to consciously make the choice to close the door on the past and the old stagnant energy and situation. There's a new beginning. It's ready for you. You have to embrace it. You have to take that first step. Once you take that first step, everything else starts snowballing. But you have to be, no one can do it for you. You have to take the first step. And once you take the first step, your choice is made, and then angelic and spirit guide help will come in, and like a whoosh of wings, and they will come and help you. But they can't make your choices and decisions for you, because of free will, because of the free will contract. They can help you, but they can't make a decision for you. So you have to make this decision first, and you have to take the first steps first. And then once you've had free will and you've made your free will choice, then they can help you. So it's not actually going to be as daunting as you think it is, but you do have to take the first step, and that's something that you have to consciously do. You've already done it subconsciously, now you have to follow through. And we've got the Strangely Lonely card, which is with this. So you're holding on too tight. And you're holding on to the past too tight. And actually they're saying, almost everything that I've said again, I could just literally repeat it. You've got to take, you've already subconsciously made that choice, and you've got to take that step. They can't push you to it. They can't make it for you. And you're holding on too tight to the past and the stagnant energy. And it's saying, although it's strangely lonely, because think about your situation now. Are you, whatever your situation is, however the relationships in it are you strangely lonely? And if you are strangely lonely, that's the stagnant energy around you, and that's telling you how it is, and that's telling you where you are. And you're in a darkness, and it's even the lady in this image, she just looks so poorly. And even though she looks more worried, you know, she still looks worried here. She looks improved, and the background is just brighter and rosier. Whereas here, it's just such heaviness, and it feels like this is a weight, and it's almost dragging her down, even though she's only really touching it. It's actually just by being, you know, touching it and being close to it, it's dragging her down. So although, I mean, this angel doesn't look, you know, she's not smiling. They generally don't in this deck. But she looks better off. She's happier in herself. She's more vibrant. She's healthier. And the background is rosier. Whereas here, it's, you can actually, well, I can actually feel the weight of this. And it's dragging this person down. And you have to make that conscious choice. If you're strangely lonely and you're surrounded by everybody, then you need to make an action. And once you make your action, that's you consciously making up your mind on which path and which way you want to go forward. And then you have your new beginning, and then you get all your angelic help and all your spiritual help and your spiritual support. But they have to let you make the choice. They can't make that choice for you. They're not allowed to. You and everybody has free will, and you have to make that choice. Okay, well, I think this has been a lovely reading, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. I look forward to doing more readings. Take care. See you soon. Thank you. Bye.